What's going on YouTube? It's Manny right here again. Welcome to the channel. In this video I am going to show you how to balance your camera on any of your single handheld gimbal in 2 minutes. Now, normally this applies to any single handheld gimbal, but do bear in mind that some of them can only handle a certain amount of weight. The payload will be lesser than the other. For the purpose of this video, I am going to balance my GH5 right here on the Zhiyun Crane Plus 2018 version. So right here we have our Zhiyun Crane monopod attached to the bottom for allowing it to stand properly, and the dual handle grip right here. Okay, before we start, I just want to show you one quick thing about this quick release plate right here we have. I highly recommend it. It's the Kingjoy KH6251. I will link it below on the description. This quick release plate really helps me in the process of balancing the whole gimbal, taking the camera off and putting it back on, and balance everything, stabilize everything in a short amount of time. Alright, so before you put your cameras onto your gimbal and try to balance them, I just want to point out a couple important things that you want to bear in mind when you're balancing the camera onto the gimbal. So the first thing you want to bear in mind is that four sides you want to balance. So right here, the first place is where you want to bear in mind. The second is right here. The third one is right here. And the fourth one is obviously right at the bottom here. So right at the bottom right here controls how far the camera goes forward and backwards. Because I have already got this release plate on, I usually stick them exactly the same and never touch them, and make sure that they are balanced. That's the first thing I will do right here. The second thing I will be balancing is right here on the side. So this part over here controls the movement of the camera going from left to right, and here controls the camera from pointing too far downwards. So when you're balancing, you got to bear in mind that the camera doesn't move when it's in this position. It stays exactly the same. And the fourth position to bear in mind is at the bottom right here. This part right here, this will control how the camera rotate and pan. So that's the four places you gotta bear in mind when you adjusting and balancing your gimbal. One more position is over here. This part right here controls where your camera goes, left or right. Usually I will have the camera touching tightly against this part right here so it doesn't actually move at all. Alright, without any further ado, I'm going to time myself on my phone right here in 2 minutes starting from now. Go! Right, first thing you want to do is obviously put the camera onto the gimbal and then balance itself. You want to hold it so that it doesn't move around. That's straight, that's fine. So now you balance the left side, making sure that it stays, it doesn't go down. So now that's balanced, front heavy. Oh, that didn't go well. I didn't tighten my... Okay. Okay. That's balanced. That's balanced. That's not quite balanced, so push this one up a bit. Not quite. Keep going up. Too high. Lower, and that's 1 minute's gone, and that's balanced. So now make sure that it's the side on is all balanced. I'm going to put it in for now. This one you have to be okay. You got to make sure that this right here is balanced straight on to where the button is. So now that this is all balanced and set up properly, and now it's almost ready. turn on your camera. Turn on your camera. And we're ready to roll. And stop the clock. Just under 2 minutes. So right now the camera is balanced, ready to go, and you can see that it is stabilized. So that's it. That's how you balance your gimbal in 2 minutes. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you found it useful. So hit that like button if you like what you see. Comment on the comment section below if you have any questions at all. I will do my best to answer them, and subscribe if you haven't yet already. And I will be making videos more regularly from now on. So I shall see you on the next video.